Well, thank you. This is part 2 of the Love and Connections reading. And just as I was getting to the oracle, it cut out. So let's show the bottom of the deck. It said, they'll be back. So we were talking about connections. And I would like to also put something that I wrote down in the comments is when I talk about connections and dating and things like that, I'm not talking about those in an established relationship or a marriage, or of course, if it's family or something like that, this doesn't apply. So as they say, if it don't apply, let it fly. So I would just like to put that little disclaimer in there, because of course, if it doesn't apply to you, I know with relationships and speaking of such, it's a very sensitive topic, and I am very sensitive to that. But I'm going to shuffle that card back in. If it's meant for you, it'll definitely come back out again, okay? So whoa, look at that. That just like rolled right off my fingers. I'll put this here. So I didn't even get to ask the question. Oh, guardian, a lost one watches over you. That's comforting. I'll put that with your significator card. Narcissist. So we definitely do not want to take people like that back in your lives. Definitely recognize the red flags if you can. It's very hard. I understand. Someone who is too full of themselves. I know the word is being thrown around so much these days. Please do not apply a medical diagnosis onto a person who you think is like kind of full of themselves and very confident and what have you. They could just be, as they say, too full of themselves. It doesn't mean they're a narcissist. Okay, everybody has a little bit of narcissistic qualities. You could say, okay, you have a little bit too much narcissistic qualities. I really don't like that, and you could back off. You don't need to get into it. If you want to back off from a person, don't call them names. Just get away from them. If you feel your relationship is toxic, so be it. Leave them. Okay? And, of course, don't come at me for that. I mean, I'm an air sign, and I have fire rising sign, so I'm very cut and dry when it comes to that. Even, a lot of people were very surprised. Sometimes people come back. And that's why I said that card, they'll come back. Sometimes there might have been some growth involved. Maybe they graduated from a school and they have more time for you. Maybe they don't. You have to wait and see. Again, I would say don't put your life on hold. But you might, if you want to give them a chance, go ahead. You can say, I'm going to give that person a chance, but, we'll see how it goes. And if other people say, hey, what's going on? Whatever happened with so-and-so. Yeah, I'm talking to them, but I don't know. I mean, especially if they're at a distance and the argument was about that distance, you could always say, I didn't move. This was the problem. I don't know how you feel about it. I had that situation come up. And unfortunately, even if the distance isn't really that long, some people, distance is, how would you say, everybody sees distance differently. I'll just say it that way. Love spell, you have been witched. I say take that lightly. I think that's kind of funny. Let's say that's a little bit of comedy relief in the middle of a serious type of situation. Yeah, so again, if you are in a toxic situation, please do put yourself in a healthy balance, in a healthier relationship, and pay attention to the red flags. Of course, if the toxic situation is your home life, I am very sorry for that, and I would say to do the best you can to keep yourself healthy. Self-care is very important. Laying in your bed, thinking about things and ruminating is not part of self-care. Getting rest is, but be mindful. You only need about 8 to 10 hours. If you're laying in the bed 12, 15 or more hours or a whole day, and this is your common strategy of how to cope, you might need to talk to somebody. Please do seek help, because if you fall into that pattern, you could definitely put yourself into a depression, and you definitely don't want that, because the body needs to move. You need movement and air. Okay. I know I hear people saying, speak for yourself. Well, I try. I do. I try. I could fall into that pattern too. I understand. I have Mercury in Taurus. Taurus loves to lay around in the sun. Oh, communicate. That's exactly what I said. Especially with this queen, and it fell right on the right card. Queen of Swords. Communicate. Compromise. Didn't I say that? Forgive and work it out. So definitely, if you are having it out with your person, you need to communicate, but effectively in a mature manner. Because if not, this person may not want to hear you. Because look what else came. Remember, I said if you do not approach this the right way, or if the person does not want to hear you, what is going to happen? You are going to move on. And that is someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. So, for those who are really hoping for this to kind of fix itself, without any type of energy put into it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if this hurts you, but this is the message, because keep in mind, let's say for example you have somebody that you do feel has like that narcissistic, they're just into their own plan, their own, they just want things their own way, and they're not taking anything about you into consideration. Let's say for example, I could only use my own what I have experienced. You're waiting for this person, and then they're like, oh, I'm at a party, I'm at a beach, I'm doing this, I'm with my friends. And meanwhile, you're waiting for this person just to go out for a cup of coffee or maybe a dinner. And they're like, oh, I don't have time, I'm working. And then, you're not that far from them, and they say, oh, you're so far. Meanwhile, everywhere else that they're talking about, oh, where are you? And you know the directions that they're going, and it's actually further than where you are. So is that fair? Is that fair? Think about it. How are you being treated in this situation? Is that fair to you? And then here you are, hanging in a tree, or in your tower, or in your bed, tossing and turning, worrying and pining. And this guy is, or girl, female, the Queen of Wands, or, again, you thought this was your it. And I get it. You thought this was it. You had everything going. But keep in mind, you have options. You have options. I don't think the other option ever went away. Because why? The swords means you were discussing and talking. Nothing solid ever came through. But yes, you were talking, there were two tangible choices. You were talking to two different people maybe. And one, you just kind of like, you moved on from one. And it's not to say to bring the other one forward. I'm not saying that. Because maybe that's the one you thought was like this. Okay? So if you don't like the other one and you don't like that one, then sure, go back on. And again, this is only for those individuals who are dating and have no other connections, and, had a flaky person in their life. This is for you. Go back on the app, go or get yourself back out there, go out with your friends. If anything, I see a connection to the careers. It might not seem related, but there was something there for you with these connections and going out and doing stuff. Connect with your friends, because again, this is about connections. It doesn't have to be only about love. But love is there. Look, it's there. It's coming. It's coming. So, what does the collective need to know about their love life in particular? What does the collective need to know about their love life in particular? So let's see if I could tell you in one or two cards. Here we go. Whoa, you got a few here. Let's see. Yes, luck is on your side. Ladybugs. So that could be a symbolism for you if you see ladybugs. Love is coming. Take that as a symbol, ladybug. Maybe you're talking to somebody and you see a ladybug as you're talking. Maybe that's, I'm not saying that's the one, but maybe that's a good connection, okay? Take it as it resonates. Next one, air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I said this person is an air sign. You may be an air sign. However, that is definitely a good indicator of to look for. And remember I said something about the crescent moon? I still have to look that up. So there's a crescent moon again. That's a waning crescent. Patience. Just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait for it. Just a few more months. Something told me, you know what? I know why. Something told me the fall. You know why? The Empress is a Venus card, Venetian card, and the Empress in particular usually resonates with Libra, even though Taurus is also a Venusian card, but it also goes with the fall, and that's why it resonates with Libra more. So I'm thinking more with your air sign, it might be more of a Libra card, okay? So maybe one of these two options was a Libra person. So let's go a little further since that you had the patience to come on for pile 2. So I will try to pull some tiles and get some names out of this. Or maybe places. We have an R. These are your consonants. J, C, G, Q, V, another Q, T, QT, QT. Somebody call you cutie or cute? Another, oh no, one V, sorry, that just rolled around. W, maybe somebody has a van. D, more Q, so somebody thought you were real cute. Libras can be cute too. They look for somebody with dimples. Now we have EIE. I'm thinking of another reader who used to talk about Old MacDonald. Alright, we have a lot of doubles, so let me pick again. Okay, I'm going to throw the W back in. I'm going to throw the, oh no, this is the P. Okay, P. I'm going to throw there's 3 Q's. I'm going to throw the other 2 back in. Here's a Z. R, and the 2 R's. There are words with 2 R's. Another G. I got like Rugio or Ruggy, something like that, if there's like a nickname involved. So now we got 3 E's. That E just, you know what, I got, whee! Maybe you go out like to, I got like zip lining for some reason. Like, where else you gonna do wee except for like on the zip line, right? Wee! Okay, and I and A. So I got William, care, somebody who's very caring, maybe somebody who works with animals. Maybe you do like a teepee, so maybe you go somewhere like to like a Native American kind of camp. Sorry about that.
A virtual camp where they'll do arts, crafts, and learn that sometimes it's okay to play with their food. Grab some Little Bites muffins and join the fun at littlebites.com.
Sorry, I cannot get the remote in the right position. Okay, so rather than waste your time, let's keep on channeling some names here. So I don't want to move the tablet, otherwise I'd let you take a screenshot. Vet. Maybe the person is a veteran, former veteran, or current veteran, and thank you so much for your service. I am very, very highly respectful of our veterans. My father, former father-in-law, and other family members and friends. Did I say former? Oh my goodness. family members and friends have been veterans. Sorry about I misspoke. Okay, so I see a zoo. Maybe another inexpensive thing to do. You could say, hey, let's walk around, but maybe go to a zoo. That's some fun stuff. Again, Rugio, Ruggy, Jug. Maybe go to like something with jugs of wine or jugs of beer, like some type of like a wine tasting or a beer fest or something like that. I got that kind of like vat jugs. Cause the J and the V, even though you don't, yeah, you do have an A. Yeah, vat and jug. You don't have the U, but take that as it resonates. And if you don't drink, then maybe there's something else like there's competitions where you like roll jugs or pick up jugs of stuff in strength competitions. Maybe that's where you'll meet. Dancing. I got DCA. Yeah, dance. Dance. Yeah, it's right there. Just there's no N, but you could fill it in. And Zeg. Anybody named Zeg? And let's see if I could find. I got CT. That's Connecticut. Somebody with the initials JT. And even though this is a W, you could turn it to be an M if that fits with somebody. MC, maybe somebody's an MC or they have the initials MC. DC is in the house. Welcome everybody. Asia, I see Asia, or a person could be named Asia. I know there's no S, but you could make the Z and S. Giants. Somebody like the Giants, or somebody is very tall. Giant. Yeah, the pandas. They have giant pandas, and then they have the little pandas, right? So, okay, I think that's enough for now. And you know what? Let's go to the charms. I haven't done that in a long time. Let's go to the charms. What does the collective need to know about these people in their lives, whether it be relatives, lovers, dating, people that they're dating or looking to date a future person? Oh, let's see. All right. So, you may relate to, is this Tiana? Disney Princess Tiana? Or Diana? Oh my goodness, I can't see. Yeah, Tiana. Oh, that's in the pile too. Tiana or T. Maybe somebody's TT. Or even Diana. Because I wasn't sure at first. So obviously I am not familiar with this story. So I think it's the Frog Princess or something like that. So maybe you want to look into Disney and find this particular princess. She looks so cute. I think it's the Frog Princess. Oh my goodness, look at how tiny this print is. I can't even tell you. Maybe you could see it. I see it like magnified on this, so okay, take that as it resonates. Sorry. There's some rings here. Oh, is that a lotus? More frogs? Or is that a rose? Oh, but there's a skull in there. So again, not all things are, or maybe take off the rose-colored glasses. Maybe see things as they are. Let's take that message. That's what came to me. So be careful, okay? Sometimes, not only do roses have thorns, but sometimes there's like little bugs in there too. All right, so there's cute little cow. Maybe your nourishment. Check your calcium. Check your milk intake. Or somebody may be lactose intolerant. If you've been feeling sick lately, allergies can come on suddenly. Trust me. Crossbones. Again, another warning. Another warning. Now it says love spell. Now when it says anything about spells, it's not that somebody put some kind of weird hex on you or some hokey pokey stuff. What it's trying to warn you about is that toxicity. So if you feel like something is toxic, you see this, I had it like this, but go this way, it says an X. That means X out. Or it could be talking about an ex. Maybe, again, it said they'll return. Remember that first message? If that person's returning, really think twice. Sometimes I always say that person's an ex for a reason. okay? And if it didn't work out the first time, maybe it'll help you to make a list of why it did not work out. If it was something like a barrier of a job or a school, and that barrier is out of the way, and that was just it, and the time opened up, that's a case where I could see you giving the person another try. But if that person like filled in that time with other stuff and still can't figure out how to prioritize you into their schedule, that's something you really need to communicate about, and maybe first try to help that person understand that you need to be prioritized. And if they don't see your point of view, and if all of a sudden start blaming you for the distance, for your schedule, for whatever it is, or defer onto their own schedule, take this as again, just as simple advice from your auntie or your best friend, or, just a reader, however you want to see me. Just think about how you value your time. Time is precious. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now look at all these game pieces. This is what I see. And I have another one on the board. Do you want somebody to see you as a game piece? And this one's a chess piece, okay? These are from a game called Trouble. Think about the messages here. And a chess piece. You don't want somebody strategizing you, okay? Priority, not trouble or strategy. You don't want to be a part of a strategy. You want to be a priority. There's a difference. And here's a polar bear. How cute. So it could be somebody, again, tall. I got giant with the panda. And here's another bear. So look up bear as an animal symbol. There are animal symbols. Actually, my next reading, there are animal oracles and a lot of symbolism with animals. So look up panda bear, and I'm not sure if they have panda bear, but I know polar bear is definitely one. And polar bears tend to be more aggressive than a regular brown or black bear. Just saying. So, just be careful out there, everybody. Protect yourself. And thank you again for being here. And again, take everything as it resonates. And remember, you are in control of your future. Okay? So, if you like my content, please like, subscribe, and please share to grow this channel. Take care. Bye.